a woman of a certain age.
I'm just reading what's written here.
I'm just setting the record straight.
Beauty had brought her jewels, clothes, cars, and castles, all provided by her second husband, a widower with a younger daughter.
Who he never mentioned until after the wedding, I might add.
Within months of making her Mrs. Frederick Hodgkins, Mr. Frederick Hodgkins died of food poisoning.
Allegedly died of food poisoning. No charges were ever filed.
Allegedly died of food poisoning, leaving his widow with jewels, cars, castles, and riches, on which she lavished her attention, and a stepdaughter whom she completely ignored.
I wasn't the one who brought her into this world.
And mistreated.
If I was ignoring her, how could I mistreat her? You can't have it both ways.
The woman became the archetypical wicked stepmother.
I became no such thing. I'm a busy woman. Ignoring children goes with the territory. It doesn't make me wicked. It makes me modern.
I'm only quoting the authors.
The authors? You mean it took more than one to concoct that pack of lies?
As a matter of fact, yes, 2 authors to be exact.
Their names wouldn't happen to be Grimm, would they?
Yes, indeed. The brothers Grimm.
Yeah, I thought so.
Martin and Bernard Grimm.
Marty and Bernie Grimm.
You knew the brothers Grimm?
Knew them. I dated them.
Dated the brothers Grimm? How fascinating. At separate times, of course.
No, at the same time.
Oh my.
They were inseparable. They did everything together. They even proposed marriage together.
They both wanted to marry you?
You sound surprised. For your information, I've had many proposals of marriage.
I'm sure.
I seriously considered it for a while. It was an arrangement that had its advantages, if you know what I mean.
And what stopped you? Besides the obvious.
Liked him. Hated him.
I see.
But they insisted on a package deal.
If I may continue.
Yeah, by all means, just watch the wicked stepmother references.
As the years passed, the stepdaughter became more and more beautiful.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
And with each passing year, the woman became more and more insecure about her feminine appeal.
Oh!
Sure, feminine at all times, feminine.
I have never been more secure about myself as a woman than I am right now. As a matter of fact, my feminine appeal is stronger than it ever was.
Yeah, and I'm Louis XIV's arm long.
Day after day, month after month, year after year, using every resource at her command, the woman would fight time and gravity, and she would stand in front of her mirror and ask,
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Again, I just answered this question 5 minutes ago.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
You are...
I haven't asked the question.
I know, but I've got it memorized by now. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You are. Now just leave me alone.
Tell me, mirror, does this dress make me look fat?
Oh my god. No, it doesn't make you look fat.
You're sure?
Positive.
Maybe just a little broad in the hips?
Impossible.
You're absolutely sure?
I'm sure. God, why can't I have been Cameron Diaz as me or talk about a great gig?
Then one day, when the woman asked,
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yada, yada, yada.
the mirror replied annoyedly.
Didn't know it showed.
Who's the fairest of them all?
But this time the mirror hesitated.
Could we, like, start with an easier question this time, you know? You know, like, what's 198 to the 15th power or something?
The woman repeated the question.
Who is the fairest of them all?
I heard you.
Well,
She demanded impatiently.
insistent. I'm insistent, not impatient.
You're sure you don't have another question?
I'm sure, although I already know the answer, of course.
Well, as long as you know the answer, you don't need me.
Just say it and we'll be done.
Her insecurity showing.
I told you before, I am not insecure. Okay, mirror, spill it.
Okay, but you're not gonna like it.
Of course I will. One never tires of hearing that one is the fairest in the land.
Oh boy. Well, you see, mistress, it's like this.
It's like what?
You're not the fairest in the land. Oh, I said it there.
Don't be ridiculous. I have always been, and I will always be, the fairest in the land.
Not anymore. It's over. It was bound to happen. You can't be queen of the May all your life. Time and gravity march on.
Who on earth could be fairer, more attractive, more beautiful than moi?
Your stepdaughter.
My stepdaughter? My stepdaughter?
She bellowed.
That wasn't bellowing. I know bellowing when I'm bellowing. Not that I've ever bellowed. Okay, Mirror, let's try this one more time.
Okay, one more time.
Who's the fairest in the land?
Your stepdaughter.
That's a lie.
Mirrors don't lie, which is the worst part of being a mirror.
Wait just 1 minute.
With the Windex.
There. Is that better?
Much.
Good. Is everything clearer now?
Much clearer.
Good. Now, who's the fairest in the land?
Your stepdaughter by a mile.
Angered by the mayor's announcement that she was no longer the fairest in the land, the woman reached for the nearest hard object.
Hey, easy with the rocket. 7 years bad luck to break a mirror. Especially for the mirror.
There is no way that my stepdaughter could be the fairest in the land.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
impossible.
Take a look.
Don't stop, make it hot, DJ Blue, speakers up tonight. I'm fighting till we see the sunlight. Thank you. Hi, Mom.
I told you to never call me that. I have never been, and I will never be, your mom.
What a great
You
mirror.
stay away from my mirror.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello to you too.
I was talking to my reflection.
So was I.
You're cute.
The woman
You're
had
not so bad yourself.
The woman had not only been replaced, but rudely and abruptly shoved aside, her beauty paling in comparison to that of her younger, prettier, and very, very, very hot stepdaughter.
Oh, yeah? No one replaces me, no one!
Finish facts, mistress. The ball's over.
You forget who you're dealing with.
Pushed to the breaking point, the woman produced a large needle and pricked her stepdaughter's finger.
Like, ow.
Within seconds, the stepdaughter was fast asleep.
I got a rewrite for you, narrator boy. Make that temporarily replaced and shoved aside. You got that? Write that down.
Temporarily replaced and shoved aside. Yes, madam.
All right, Mirror. Let's try this one more time. Am I still the fairest in the land?
Whatever you say, whatever you say.
Time passed, and the beautiful stepdaughter remained fast asleep, never aging, never getting a day older, while the woman...
Well, the woman what?
Nothing. I wasn't going to say anything.
Good.
Over the years, a legend spread throughout the land of a beautiful maiden asleep in the highest reaches of a castle, who could only be awakened by the kiss of a handsome prince who would earn her undying devotion.
Dear madam,
Yeah, what is it?
may I present myself?
Present away, but make it snappy.
I'm a handsome prince.
A prince. Did you say prince?
Yes, that's what I said.
And a very handsome prince indeed.
She said flirtatiously.
I prefer girlishly.
In your dreams.
I've come to awaken sleeping beauty with a kiss and claver for my bride.
Really? Well, I'm her sister. I'm her sister. I'm practically her twin sister. Perhaps you'd like to lay a kiss upon my cheek.
I've traveled many miles for the hand of sleeping beauty. I can let nothing deter me from my quest.
Right. She's up the stairs to your right. You can't miss her. Just listen for the snoring.
The prince climbed the stairs to the room where Sleeping Beauty slept and gently kissed her cheek.
She did not awaken.
Thank you for trying.
Perhaps another kiss?
Sorry, only one to a prince.
But I've traveled many miles.
I don't make the rules.
Well, my handsome young prince, did she awaken?
She did not stir.
'Tis tragic, is it not?
Yes, 'tis tragic.
Why don't you let me pour you a glass of wine? You can tell me all about yourself.
For God's sake, you're old enough to be his
One more word out of you, and I'll have you cut up into rear view mirrors. You'll spend the rest of your sorry days looking backwards in traffic!
One by one, princes from faraway lands arrived at the Sleeping Beauty's chamber to see if their kiss was the one that would awaken her from her slumber and earn her undying devotion.
With but a single kiss, I will awaken this fair maiden and claim her for my bride.
She did not stir.
I will try again.
Ah!
Perhaps if...
Sorry.
But...
Kiss a sleeping woman once, it's romantic. Kiss a sleeping woman more than once, it's molestation.
Your kiss did not awaken her?
That is true.
Perhaps it was your technique.
You think it possible?
Perhaps I could help you out, give you a few pointers.
It would be no bother.
Oh, no bother at all.
Undeterred that no one had yet awakened the Sleeping Beauty, princes continued to try their luck.
I have come to awaken this fair maiden.
Yeah, she's right there.
But I was so certain that I...
Next!
Just one more?
Next!
I failed.
Oh.
She said understandingly.
No need to underline. I think my performance conveyed the proper emotion.
Yes, madam.
But this has never happened to me before.
Oh, don't worry about it. It happens to all men sometime in their life.
What do I do about it?
You say when you fall off a horse. You gotta get right back in the saddle.
Ew. Princes from far and wide continued to flock to the Sleeping Beauty. Prince 203!
That's me.
Just kiss the cheek, no touching. Too bad. Moving right along. Prince 204! Any day now.
Want to learn. When I kiss them, they stick kiss.
Prince 205.
But I don't.
Moving along,
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
You are, jeez.
Just so we're clear on that.
Good day, beautiful lady.
Oh, hear that, mirror, beautiful lady?
I heard it.
You must excuse my appearance, my charming young prince. I must look a fright. I've been busy.
Oh, you can say that again.
On the contrary, never have I been greeted by such loveliness.
Oh, how charming.
How... what?
Charming.
Yes?
Yes, what?
You said how... charming.
Yes. It's an expression. How charming.
And I said how... what?
Why would you say how what?
Because you said how charming.
Hey, fairest of them all, ask him his name.
His name?
Ask him his name.
What is your name, my charming young prince?
Yes.
Your name is Yes?
No. Yes.
His name is Prince Charming, you Botox-addled narcissist!
Hello, narrator boy.
I'm sorry, madame. I don't know what came over me. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. Although, you did sound quite masterful.
I will try to restrain myself in the future, madame.
Oh, please, call me Evelyn.
Whatever you say, Evelyn. Shall we return to the story?
The story? Oh, the story, where was I?
Oh, you were just making a fool of yourself. It's charming.
So you really are Prince Charming?
At your service.
And how can I help you, my charming, young Prince Charming?
she said, batting her eyelash. Sorry, ma'am. Evelyn.
I have come to lay a kiss upon the cheek of Sleeping Beauty and claim her for my wife.
Your wife?
Yes, my wife.
But you've never spoken to her before, have you?
No, not really.
And you've never actually seen her?
Tis also true.
How can you even contemplate marrying a girl you've never met or spoken to or seen?
Well, her beauty is legendary, and what else does a guy need in a woman than beauty?
Intelligence, kindness, compassion, and most important of all, experience.
Yeah, okay, this stuff's all great and everything, but she's built like Selma Hayek.
Why do you think that you can succeed where all others have failed?
Because I am Prince Charming.
Lady in the Sky makes you look positively humble.
She's up the stairs to your right. Lots of luck. Little mascara. Little lip gloss.
A lot of lip gloss.
And a touch of rouge for that blush of innocence.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
Just, what do you think you're doing?
Prepare it. None of your business.
How do you even know he's a prince?
He's a prince already.
Maybe he just showed up on a dare.
I know a prince when I see one.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever considered someone closer to your own age?
Age? Age? I've stricken the word from my vocabulary.
One with kindness, reality, and understanding.
This one's the one. I know it. I've always wanted to be a princess.
Oh, when haven't you been a princess?
And when his father is suddenly stricken with food poisoning, I'll be queen. Queen Evelyn. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? The ring. The ring. I haven't even thought about the ring. Oh, it's going to be big, huge, humongous.
Equal only in size to your delusions. Uh-oh.
What is it? Too much blush? Is that it?
If I were you, Queen Evelyn, I wouldn't turn around.
Why not?
Hi, Mom.
The woman froze in place, then slowly turned to see her daughter arm in arm with Prince Charming. A smile froze on her face.
You're up. How nice.
Princey's kids woke me up.
Prince.
Isn't he like so cute?
Yes, he is like so cute. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Why'd you let me oversleep? I missed my Pilates class.
Among other things.
You just looked so peaceful and for so long.
Princey asked me to marry him.
He did he? Why don't we have a little talk, you and I, woman to woman? Far be it from me to interfere. But marriage, what do you know about him?
He's a prince. He's rich. He's crazy about me. What else do I need to know?
You got a point.
I learned it all from you.
And so, Sleeping Beauty and the prince were married. They moved into his castle with all of its cars, clothes, riches, along with his daughter from a previous marriage.
You never told me you had a daughter. If you think I'm going to be her mother, you've got another thing coming.
Depressed that the mirror would only be a reminder of her fading beauty, the woman gave it to Sleeping Beauty as a wedding gift.
I want you to have this.
Mirror?
This is no ordinary mirror.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said about me, madam.
Every day, you must stand in front. You must stand in front of the mirror and ask it one question. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
And what will the mirror tell me?
Tell her, mirror.
You are the fairest of them all.
And the mirror will always tell me that?
He will always tell you that.
And I will truly live happily ever after. Thank you, stepmommy.
You really set me up, didn't you?
Serves you right.
And just like her stepmother told her to do it, every day Sleeping Beauty would stand in front of the mirror and ask,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
and the mirror would reply,
You are, princess. You are by far the hottest chick in the kingdom.
Each day of each month of each passing year, the princess would stand in front of the mirror and ask who was the fairest of them all. Then one day,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
but this time the mirror hesitated.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Well,
You know, I was thinking, princess, we never get to talk, you and I, you know? You're always asking me questions, but I never get to ask you anything. Like, how are ya? How's the prince? You banished anyone lately?
I asked you a question.
A very well-formed question it was, properly constructed.
Just say it. I am the fairest in the land, and we can get on with things.
What things, though? What do you have in mind?
Am I the fairest in the land?
In a word.
Yes.
No.
See, that wasn't so. No.
Yes. Oh, no.
No.
Yes.
Oh, please, let's not start that again.
Who could possibly be fairer than me?
Well...
Who is she? I order you to tell me her name.
In that case, it's your stepdaughter.
My stepdaughter? My stepdaughter?
She bellowed.
Bellowed! Bellowed! No, it's not bellowing! I have never bellowed in my life! Not that I couldn't bellow if I wanted to. I'm a princess after all! Now, let's try this once again. Who's the fairest in the land?
Your stepdaughter.
She is fairer?
And prettier and smarter, etc., etc.
I don't believe it.
See for yourself.
Don't stop, make it pop, DJ Bones, tonight, I'll fight till we see the sunlight. The party don't stop. I have something to say. Hi, Mom. Stepmommy!
What is it, dear?
I'm not the fairest in the land.
Oh. She said,
Oh, sympathetically? She said sympathetically.
The mirror told me.
that mean old mirror. I should have recycled him years ago.
Oh, sure, blame it on the mirror. Everyone always blames it on the mirror. You put 5 pounds on, it's the mirror's fault. You feel one lousy wrinkle, it's the mirror's fault. Your hips grow the size of a beer again, it's the mirror's fault.
Shut up!
What am I going to do?
Oh, it'll be all right. First, we'll mix you up a nice little potion in the basement, completely undetectable. No charges will ever be filed. You didn't sign a prenup, did you?
No.
Good. Next, we'll set up an appointment for you with Dr. Waldman. You'll love him. He's the titan of the tummy tuck, the Caravaggio of collagen, and the Brunelleschi of Botox.
But will all of that really make me the fairest in the land?
Of course, my dear, guaranteed. Remember, beauty is only skin deep, thank God.
Brought together by their complete lack of intellectual and emotional depth, stepdaughter and stepmother were reunited. Sleeping Beauty with her new nose, new lips, new tummy, and new thighs eventually remarried, becoming the trophy wife of a stockbroker twice her age. As for her stepmother, she became the envy of all the kingdom's women of a certain age when she married a handsome narrator, half her age.
Ready, dear?
Ready, sweetums, I'll be done in a second. As for the mirror,
Hi, here.
Hey, baby.
What's happening?
You're what's happening, girl.
So, I still got it, or like, what?
Baby, you got it and then some.
You sure know what to say to make a girl
Anyway.
And so, Sleeping Beauty, the Wicked Stepmother, and the Mirror all lived happily ever after, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. The end.